Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Of course, back here with David. Got an exciting video today. We're slowly moving. We're gonna do an intro to KABN. Of course, what the company's about, the vision, ideal clients, and we'll see where things go. But first things first, David, how are you?
Great, Jason. Glad to be back. Thanks so much.
No, glad to have you back. I'm not sure if you changed your background since the last time.
There is one that I'm planning for the Super Bowl, so everybody needs to hang on.
Okay. Stay tuned. Little teaser for what's to come. No, awesome. Well, here, so like I said, want to do a pretty easy video. At least I hope. Maybe do you want to kick it off? If someone came to you and asked you, "What's KABN?" They've never heard of it. You're going down an elevator. What would you say?
Well, we think it's pretty simple. KABN empowers people to manage their online identity. And when we talk about online identity, we're talking about self-sovereign identity, the ability for you to control your information, your credentials, and your data in a way that is positive for you and allows you to benefit from its ownership and use.
All right. You've rehearsed the elevator pitch. No, it's good. Hey,
done it a few times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, fantastic. Well, good. So here, the next kind of exciting part. So, I want to do like vision, ideal clients, that kind of stuff, and of course, in future videos, we can do, the plan to onboard more people, more clients, and go from there. But curious, so what's your vision for the company? I don't know if it's general or if you've got a place you want to be 2, 3, 5 years. I'll just throw it to you. What's your vision for the company in the future?
Well, it's sort of, I learned a long time ago from a very prolific marketer, the statement crawl, walk, run. It's the same as we go through life, right? And so the first stage for us was crawl. How do we get all our products aligned? How do we get the products built? And I think we're at a point now where we're happy with the vision of where we are today and where we will be in sort of the immediate future, the next 3 to 6 months. And that's all about launching Liquid Avatar. And Liquid Avatar is sort of the way I like to explain it is if managing your identity is a bit of a pill, Liquid Avatar is the peanut butter. It's if you were giving your dog or cat a pill, you'd always want to give them a treat so it goes down easily. Mary Poppins said a spoonful of sugar, but and that's what Liquid Avatar. It's a spoonful of sugar or it's peanut butter. So it's a really fun, exciting way to manage, control, benefit from your identity. You can create different pieces of your persona, whether it's a family component or a friends or a gamer or if you want to do an investor icon, you can use different icons to represent different facets of your personality. So that's sort of our overall vision, making Liquid Avatar an everyday, daily product that people use. Now, within there, we have to look at the size and scope of the market. So I will let your viewers know that if you think about online identity is addressable to 100% of the online market because everyone online is a person. Therefore, they will eventually have to manage and control their own identity. So, and the regulations and the laws are all changing to support our premise for that you're going to be in control of that data. So we don't own, manage, can't sell or rent your data, but we provide you with the tools and service. So our vision is very simple. Get Liquid Avatar up and running. One of the things that's really important to our business is understanding the global regulations. And regulations are changing today and have been in a state of change since about 2015 to support the idea that users have to manage and control their own data. So, and their identity. So those things are in place. Our technology is in place. So our vision is very simple. Commercially launch Liquid Avatar. That's number one. That's the immediate goal. Get it into market. And we're very, very close because we've already got our KABN cash program, our loyalty and rewards program is ready to go. And our KABN Visa card for Canada is ready to start taking on users, and that'll start delivering actual physical cards in the next couple of months. Short term, go to market. And then it's all about engagement and user growth. So that's the next 6 months to 18 months. And then we'll be adding additional services as we go. I mean, we've done this before in other businesses. So we know it's about getting it into market, getting users happy and engaged, getting it sticky, and then getting to retention. So our business is all about growth.
Yeah, no, awesome. Well, a lot of good teasers for videos to come. Even from a regulatory standpoint, to what your outlook on where the industry, where the internet's going,
Mhm.
from a KYC and your information standpoint, will be pretty cool. We'll do a ton of videos on that coming up, but
Sure.
it was a great intro to KABN, and a little bit of the vision, which is cool. Do you want to talk for people that might just be finding out about KABN for the first time, kind of the ideal client of yours,
Sure.
both from a normal everyday user, but also from a business standpoint?
Sure. So that's an interesting question because we're focused on consumers. If you think about most businesses, businesses are business to consumer, sort of a top-down structure. You want to partner with another enterprise that they ultimately reach the consumer. We're exactly the opposite. Our client, our primary client is the consumer. We're all focused on the consumer. And then we'll bring the consumer opportunities and relationships that go to business or business to business. So when we look at our client, we've sort of focused on what we call our customer. And our customer is our consumer. For businesses that want to reach those consumers, again, remember we can't sell or rent data. So we have to create methodologies, which we have, that allow organizations who want to reach real users, because our users are real, the only one user, one account. So you can't have any fakes or bots or hacks in there. So for us, we're looking for organizations that want to reach, consumers. So that might be a retailer. It could be a service organization. Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm a ride share company. And I know that I verify my drivers, but part of my situation is I want to verify my passengers as well. I want to make sure my passengers are real. You could take that same example to a virtual hotelier. We won't use a name, but we all know who that might be. And in that case, whether it's rideshare or it's online rental of property or rooms, the situation is I want to verify my customer. So because you'll have a credential with KABN and with Liquid Avatar, you could share that credential with that rideshare or with that hotelier saying, I am a real person. So every time I get in the car, it pings me to answer with my face and it knows it's me. Now, the situation is there's got to be an incentive for our users to do that. So the rideshare company would say, well, if the user is willing to connect to our system and prove they're a real user, we'll add $50 to their account. That's a great value because it lowers their insurance risk. It makes sure their drivers are safe. There's lots of goodies for that. In renting rooms or properties, there's more liability if you don't know who the renter is. But so they may give you an incentive like $50. They might give KABN $5 for that to make that connection. And then it's up to the consumer, if we make that offer, to make the connection with the rideshare company. So it's a very normal process, but the value proposition for particular businesses is that we have real users. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, you stole my next question, which was, what value are you giving to people and companies? So you already killed it. Hey, fantastic, great answer. Really, I was hoping to keep this one short. That
Sure.
being said, is there anything else about the company on a high level? Of course, we will do the industry. We'll be able to do a ton of stuff there and talk
Sure.
about news that's coming out, or came out rather, going forward. Is there anything about the company that you want to mention before we close things here?
Yeah, thanks, Jason. I'd like to invite everyone to come to Liquid Avatar, www.liquidavatar.com, and join our wait list. I mean, that's a little bit of a promo, but we'd like to, when we go live, and that's in the coming weeks, and you'll know about it through Jason's and some of our other outlets. But we want everybody to come join us and be part of our revolution for self-sovereign identity.
Cool. Perfect. Well, some exciting industry stuff coming. We can talk, obviously, about the different tech movements, where the internet's going, regulations. Sometimes sound boring, but could be very interesting when it comes to talking about KABN. But look, David, this was awesome. Nice little intro to the company, the client as well, how they benefit. And thank you for joining.
Well, thank you, Jason. It was great to be here.